football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Alex Anzalone coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw, it's Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Bortles eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Breeze to throw on second down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Malik Jackson coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
11. 21.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Set. 380.
The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The football going back to the New Orleans Saints. I wanted to ask you, Charles, for the Saints, how you think they stack up against the other teams near the top of the NFC, the Rams, the Bears. Where do you think they figure in?
Well, they can score well enough that if the Rams set a heavy pace, they can go out and they can score with them and stay right there. They have enough defense that if Chicago makes it a low-scoring defensive affair, they got enough defense to win that way. So my answer in short...
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Malik Jackson in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, it's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Breeze to throw. Look, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Set. 380. Move. 372. 387.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, what a move. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Here we go.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Trey Hendrickson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set. 380. Set.
Bortles now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. On 1st down, Bortles. Dancing to his left. And his throw here is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh Johnson, a great story. He was back home in Oakland when the Redskins called to see if he'd like to join him for the remainder of the season. So how did he get to know his new teammates? Well, what did he do? He turned to the Madden game, Charles.
Yeah, and that's how you learn who they are, right? Learn what they do, have some tendencies, get some ideas about their speed and what they do well and maybe what they don't do so well. And it really helped him acclimate and got himself a big victory in Week 15 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. How about the bloodline of Josh Johnson, though? Also related to Marshawn Lynch of the Oakland Raiders and Marcus Peters of the Los Angeles Rams.
Pretty good company.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
380.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Alex Okafor. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
372.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Buying time to his, and the pressure gets to him again. Sheldon Rankins. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down.
Hey.
Bortles to throw for it on 4th down. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Saints will have the football back.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more, and, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Now Breeze. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Got it. Hey. Got three.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
On third down, here's Kamara. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
On second down, here's Bortles. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. Room to run inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Bortles going to throw. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 30 yards there.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. From the gun, it's Bortles. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
21, 21. Got it.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go down.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. P.J. Williams with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
On second down, Ingram. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
11.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, partner, league-wide, I think we're set up for a wild month of January. It seems like this season, more than others, we've had a number of teams that you maybe say, hey, they're the Super Bowl favorites. Kind of the Rams early, then it was the Chiefs. Patriots kept winning, then the Saints, and now, heck, maybe even the Texans or the Bears could claim that moniker.
Yeah, it's going to make for a wild month of January. And you just wonder right now, are we missing a team or two that's just a little bit outside the playoff hunt? Could they get hot and be those teams you don't want to play and carry that momentum all the way to the Super Bowl? Yes, I'm looking at the Indianapolis Colts as one of those teams.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. They get it to him running left. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle to Kurt Coleman. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
372.
Bortles now on third and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
11.
On second down, here's Breeze. And Josh Hill has it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Kill. 12.
On first down, Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Sammy. 82's moving. Okay. Got it.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking downfield for Dez. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They begin with a run by Fournette, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Lucy, Lucy. 11B, 11B. Green set.
Now Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And the ball is knocked out. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
21, 21, 21. Ready, play shot.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. He's to the 10. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So now out come the Jags. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A 1st down carry now for Yelder. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Bortles to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Bortles got to have this one. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now Bortles. Flushed out right. Going deep for Moncrief. They got his man complete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go, here we go. 11B, 11B.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
380, 380, 372.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Here we go. Here we go, here we go.
On 1st down, Bortles. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Eli Apple. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation,